How can a girl know if a guy likes her?
You don't go out into the wild and hunt a bear or a lion and you take it back home and it's really a rabbit.
You just not trying to show your dogs you a bitch.
And why do you feel the need to pay for a dinner?
Why can't guys be honest about their feelings towards a woman?
And then what would be one question that you have for guys?
How can a girl know if a guy likes her?
The question that she had, guys, how do you know when a guy likes you?
It depends on the situation. Guys are straightforward, but you can tell when a guy likes you. He's gonna do as much as he can to get your attention. So little small stuff, if he looks at you and if he looks but it's kind of like he's staring, sometimes that means he might like you. If he go out his way to have a conversation with you, a guy always makes times for the person that he likes. Yeah, stuff like that.
Oh, dude, you were supposed to be in the fucking frame, bud. Jeez. What is a question that you have for guys?
Why do you guys freak out so much when we touch your butts?
So, why don't guys like getting their butt touched by a girl?
Right. So, I can't speak for everybody, but I'll say just for myself, it's bro, that's my butt, bro. I wouldn't really want anybody at all touching my butt, girl or guy, whatever the case may be. You feel me?
That is a valid point.
What is your question you've always had for men?
Why don't guys wear more makeup?
Same question?
Yes.
Okay, great. The question we had from the last girl was, why don't guys wear more makeup?
First of all, men made makeup. So, if you want to get historical, we created it. Why should we wear it all the time?
Ooh.
That's my response.
How do you feel about girls wearing makeup?
Nowadays, females wear makeup. I don't really have an issue with it, but I need to see you without the makeup to actually judge you, because that's like a guy with a beard. Mm-hmm. That would be the equivalent to our makeup. So unless you want to see me with my face shaved off and everything like that, I need to see you out in your natural habitat. You don't go out into the wild and hunt a bear or a lion and you take it back home and it's really a rabbit.
That's true.
Ooh, do you have any questions for guys?
And why do you feel the need to pay for a dinner?
I feel like it's something that a provider back in the day, hunters and gatherers, you provided the food, so in a societal standard, they think money is going to show off. No, just be a badass dude that knows how to treat a woman right. You don't have to lay down $5,000. All you have to do is show her a good time on the beach.
But then you guys, can I curse in this?
Absolutely.
Okay, but then you guys bitch and moan that you pay for everything.
You are with the wrong man. You are with bitch men, and you need a man that can treat you right.
Oh my
What's
God.
the at? No, I'm just kidding. Maybe pause. We had a question for a woman, and she had asked, why do men feel the need to pay for the bill?
It just depends, really. I was taught growing up, if you're with a girl, always pay the bill. But this generation, it's always the lady does nothing, the guy pays. It just depends on both genders if they're 50-50. But most of the time I take a girl out, I always pay.
And do you think that's the gentlemanly thing, or what's your personal opinion rather than the societal standards?
I think it's a gentleman thing. I was raised that, so I hold that to a high standard. Anywhere I go, if it's gas station snacks, I always pay. Doesn't matter the price.
What is a question that you have for guys?
Why do sometimes guys act so different when they're with their friends around their girl, and then differently when they're alone with the girl? Because I feel like sometimes when guys are with friends, they tend to put on a front or some kind of some sort of get up to impress their friends, and they don't really take the girl into consideration. That would be my question.
All right, beautiful. Let's find out. Question from the girl was, why do guys act differently when they're alone with their girl versus with their girl and their friends together?
Because when I'm with my dog, I'm trying to set that play. I'm trying to really set that tune and set that pick. Cause that's that. That's why I gotta act different.
Which do you think is the more authentic version of you?
Both of them. Cause probably me setting that play. Cause I'm really like a playmaker for the team. Point guard, I gotta pass the ball, Make sure all my teammates eat. You feel me?
All right. And then what about for you?
You just gotta swing the rock.
What?
Swing the rock.
Swing the rack. What does that mean?
Swing the rock.
Swing the rock.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Like, you know how he sets the pick?
Okay.
He sets the pick. I go and I swing the rock back.
Hang on. So the question is,
okay,
she's saying she's saying guys act differently when they're like with their friends versus like with their girl and their or like basically like they act differently with their friends versus with their girl, and she's asking like why that is.
Like, realistically, you just not trying to like show your dogs you a bitch. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, you better act the same way you act with your dogs when you around them with your girl, cause like you're not finna be all like, yeah, I got you, babe. Like, you finna be like, nah, yeah, I got you. Give me a sec. Simple.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's how it's gonna be realistically.
And then follow-up question: which version of you do you feel like is a more authentic version?
When I'm with my dogs, like, bruh, I be myself.
And then if you had a question for a guy that you've always wanted to ask, what question would you ask?
Why can't guys be honest about their feelings towards women?
So the question from the last girl was, why can men not be honest about their feelings towards women?
So, I was raised. I have a sister and I have a mom, so I was always taught like to give 100% of my feelings to them. So I was always true. I always show my true feelings to whoever I'm dating or talking to, 100%. I know that lately it has changed, that there's guys lying all the time, but that's how I was raised. I don't know about other people. I just do it out of respect for my mom, my sister, my grandma, all those women that have raised me. That's basically it. Always 100% true.
Love that.
What question do you have for guys that you've always wanted to ask?
Why do they act so nonchalant even when they like a girl?
Do you think this generation has a little bit less emotionally available men? And what could we do to help improve that?
Yeah, I do feel that way, but I feel like it's not really their fault per se. It's really how you grow up and the environment you're in and the people you're around, because a lot of men, well, I'm not trying to speak for men, but it's like from my friends and how they seem, it's like they don't really feel like they can emotionally express. It's like hurt people, so once they get hurt, it's like a cycle.
It's a continuous cycle. Well, we're going to learn on loving ourselves as the first step, and then we can get into relationships.
And then the question we had from the last girl was, why when a guy likes a girl, does he like act nonchalant?
Why does he act nonchalant? Maybe he just doesn't know how to act, and maybe tries to play it off cool, I'd say.